are back to the Tia B Show. How have you guys been enjoying the episodes? We have been loving hearing people's stories and all that they have been through and the fun. We have an awesome guest today that I am so excited to share with all of you. You probably already follow her. We have been friends for over 16 years. We actually were roommates in Hawaii. We danced together for a long time. And she is now a beautiful mother of 4. She has 4 kids. She is an entrepreneur. She is the influencer, you guys. So I'm so excited to be able to bring her out today and to share her with all of you. So, drum roll! Come, Latisha! Woohoo! You guys, this is Latisha Springer, and you guys, I have to tell you, no. When we first met, like, I know I talk about complimenting, like, if I've spoken to your group before, like, you've heard me talk about complimenting, but this girl right here is the ultimate complimenter. Like, that's actually how we first met. So, we worked at Golden Corral together, and I was on the line, and she was a server, and the very first thing she said to me was, "You're really pretty." And I was like, "I am? Oh, thank you." And then it was like we've been friends ever since. And she is just so amazing. But today I'm excited to share her with all of you. And today we're going to be talking about something a little different. We're going to be talking about the world of an influencer. So if you've ever wanted to know anything, we'd love to, comment below. Make sure you comment below the things that you want to know. But she has been doing it for a really long time. How long? Like
9
years.
Wow. 8, 9 years. Long time.
9 years. So
way before it became influencing.
Yeah.
It's like blogger life.
That's true. Yes. Yes. Do you still vlog? I mean, blog?
Not vlog, but
blog. Like,
sometimes.
Write blogs still?
Sometimes I do.
Okay.
Not very often.
But not very often
like,
anymore.
Every few months. I used to do it like literally 3 or 4 times a week. And now it's like once a month if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Do people go on blogs?
I don't know.
I'm serious. Do you guys go on blogs?
Do you go on blogs? Do you blog anymore?
I don't think it's a thing, but back even just a few years ago, I feel like everyone went to blogs to just like get information, fashion advice, beauty advice, recipes. I feel like recipes still.
Recipes, yeah.
But aside from recipes.
Or like DIY.
DIY, yeah. Those are the 2 that I think people still go to, but aside from that.
It's like
it's just social media.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I'm excited for you guys to hear her journey with the Instagram world, the blogging world, all of that. So Latisha, first tell us about you and your family and let our viewers know all about you.
I'm Latisha Springer, like she said. I'm 38. Oh my gosh. I was
But you still look like you're 21.
Oh, she's not really.
Yeah, actually you look better.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're like fine wine.
Oh, yes.
You just get better with
she's
age.
just too nice.
I'm serious.
That I have 4 kids, 11. I can't even think of their ages because that's just my brain right now. 8, 5, and a 1-year-old. We just moved here from the Bay Area. So I'm from Utah. We're from Southern Utah. That's how we met. Mm-hmm. And then we moved to Phoenix and we moved to the Bay Area. And then we just moved back to Utah about a year ago. So it's kind of getting back. I've never lived in northern Utah, so that's been like a huge adjustment for me.
Yeah.
The weather has been hard, but hey, it's good. I'm going to have a good attitude this year.
Yes. You're amazing.
And I've been married almost 15 years. So
wow.
I don't know. What else do you
No, that's
I love
good.
To dance.
She does.
Dance with her. I love fashion. I love
You've probably seen her Latisha dance. Wait, don't get the hashtag. I know it. Dance with Latisha. Right?
Dance Friday with
Dance
Latisha.
Friday with Latisha.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. She does.
We sometimes do little dances. She'll come dance with me on Fridays, so that's awesome. She likes to deal with me on Fridays.
I love it. Well, so let's jump into this. Tell everyone, we want to know how you got started it's like what actually before we get into that, what inspired you to start?
Back in the day when I started blogging, like there wasn't very many bloggers. The only blogger I knew, which her, is Kara Brooke, and she did a beauty blog, and she was like the only one aside from like a few random bloggers that I knew. And I did hair as a cosmetologist, and I did that every day, all day, but I loved like fashion. You know that. We talked about it. We both loved it. And so I was like, I'm just going to start a blog for fun. And at this point, there was like not really Instagram. No one was making like money doing this. It was just like a fun outlet. I needed to do something other than hair all day.
Yeah.
So I decided to started doing fashion, which I look back on my fashion posts and they're real good. Like they're real embarrassing. Like, what was I thinking? Oh my gosh. And the photography, all of it, it's actually hilarious. But so I just started doing that, and I would just blog like once or twice a week, and I would just talk about like fun fashion pieces. It mostly was like DIY fashion pieces, or like recycled pieces that I got at like, Home Good. I mean, at a, what do you call it? Recycled place?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like a thrift store.
Thank you, my brain. And so I just kind of put those outfits together and talked about it. And that's literally how it started. And I would sometimes put Rowan on because Rowan was a couple years old. And that's just like, I just wanted an outlet other than doing hair and lash extensions all day long. So that's kind of how it started.
Yeah.
And then kind of evolved from there. I don't know.
When did you see like it started to grow? Because I think a lot of people that try to, get into this world, they're, we don't know what to expect. Like, does it grow overnight? It takes time?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you've talked about this a lot. And I've talked about it on several things. Like, it takes so long. It's consistent. Like, you have to, and you know this too, being consistent, always showing up, even when it's hard. Because there's many days. I mean, to be honest with you, when I started blogging, I got made fun of quite a bit because everyone was like, a blogger? That's embarrassing. It really was like kind of a funny thing to do. And so it was just like, keep doing it no matter what anyone says, no matter how hard it was. I wasn't getting paid to do it. It was just like a fun thing. So I think just like doing it no matter what, being consistent is like the number one thing with, I guess influencing now is what I should say. So.
Yeah. When you say that like it was hard, what was hard about it?
I mean, it's hard because you're working full time and you're a mom, and then you have to do this other side job, and like some people don't see it, or you don't get paid doing it, or like.
How long did you go? Because now you're paid, right?
Yeah.
It's your full-time job.
Yeah.
So how long did you go until you started seeing like, okay, wow, I can make this like a job?
It was like 5 years.
Yeah.
But like no one made money.
Yeah.
So the first like few years it was just for fun, and it was just kind of an outlet, and then people started sending me and Rowan stuff. Rowan is my oldest, he's 11. And so we would like wear their cute clothes, and then I was like, oh, this is cool, I get free stuff, like sweet, you know? So I started just posting like our free stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna keep doing this just so we can get free clothes. Awesome.
But you were still you were still working.
Oh yeah, I was still working full time doing hair as a cosmetologist, like every day basically. I did your hair.
Yeah,
I did her hair and lashes. So I was still working. So I think that's what was hard, is just like fitting it in and not giving up. Like anything that's worth it typically is really hard to do.
Yes.
It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and you don't really, like building a business, you don't see results normally for up to 5 years.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's not giving up on your dream and just keep going. And at the time, I didn't even really know where it was going to go, because there wasn't such thing as like the social media presence and the influencing and all
and
that.
there weren't a lot of people doing it.
No, there wasn't. I mean, I remember talking to you about it. I'm sure you're like, what are you doing? You're weird.
Well, when you talked to me about it, I had just opened the vault.
Yeah.
So I remember I was
dancing.
like, and I was like crazy on just doing dance stuff. So I was like, I don't think I can wrap my head around something else.
Yeah, I know, because we talked about it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I was dancing with her too, and I don't know how you could have done it more. It's just so much work. Like, I don't think people realize, like, it is a fun job, but there's so much work that goes behind the scenes. Like, even just like a simple reels that you're like, oh, that probably took them 3 seconds to make. It actually doesn't. There's a lot of thinking.
It actually does not.
Yeah.
You guys.
Like, in your brain, you have to think of like a new idea. So that takes time to think. Like, okay, well, how am I going to make this different from this person? You can get ideas, but like, you don't want to straight up copy someone, right? You want it to be your original content. So how can I make this different? How can I like make this look good? And how can I make it kind of different and funny or whatever? So like, even a reels that's like literally 10 seconds can take hours. Am I right?
Yeah.
Sometimes days, depending on what you're doing. So I don't know. It's just a lot of hard work, but it's definitely been worth it. And I think anytime anything is hard, it takes a lot of work to get to that. Yeah. But it's always worth it.
Have there ever been days where you want to quit? Like, have you ever had a moment in this whole, like, your career now of like, I'm just done. Like, I don't want to do it anymore?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What drives you to that point?
I mean, I think the main thing is, one, I can be home with my kids. So that just like drives me. And two, I'm like, I put in all this work.
Yeah.
Would I seriously just give it up?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you know, because you've done this for how long now?
Yeah. A long time.
Like 5 years.
Yeah.
You know? So at that point, you're like, am I really just going to quit and give up all these years of work? Like, I think that motivates me. Being home with my kids has been really nice. So that motivates me. Like, I love being busy. So I'm like, what else would I be like? What else would I be doing? I love this. I love like the creative side of like work and stuff like that. So I just feel like this just goes so well. So that kind of keeps me going too.
Yeah.
And I love connecting with new people, which I know you love that too.
Yes.
And that drives me also. I just love meeting new people, connecting with new people, coming up with fun ideas that maybe make people laugh or just give people ideas. So that's just
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. What would you say? So now it's a career. Now you're doing it full time. She doesn't do hair anymore, right?
It's been like 5 years I haven't. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Dance break. Oh, we love our kids. They come in at the perfect times when
Always.
we are trying to rhyme. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to rhyme, so you're gonna rhyme.
We love it. Now we're moms, you guys.
Oh.
We've had quite the journey, right?
We sure have. I mean,
it's been awesome. Like seriously, so unreal.
Yeah.
And it's cool to be sitting here as moms now with, we're both busy. We're both into our jobs. It's so weird to say career because I still feel like we're 18 years old.
I know. Career does feel weird.
Yeah, I don't like career. Let's not say that word.
No.
No.
Maybe it's 60, but even then we're going to feel like 40, right?
Just fun.
Okay.
We live a fun life. That's what it is.
Have fun.
Okay, so what could you give people that are wanting to just, maybe explore the world of Instagram, TikTok, blogging? Like, what would be the number one tip you could give somebody?
Well, first off, you just got to get started. Like, you just have to put content out, because I think a lot of people, they just nitpick things, and so they don't put it out because they're scared. So I think just put it out. Even if it's not like amazing or perfect or whatever, just still put it out.
Well, and the thing is, I feel like, is that it might not be perfect to you that's putting it out, but to other people, they're like, oh my gosh, like, I love that. You know, we're our biggest critics.
And also, typically, something that's not perfect does well. Like, I have reels where I'm like, okay, this is so good. I put so much time into it. And it literally doesn't do that well.
Yeah.
And then the stuff that I'm like, this is going to do horrible. But I'm just going to post it because I put time into it.
Yeah.
And it does well. So it's like, you just never know. So just putting your content out there, showing your personality, not giving up, being consistent, which is like, being consistent is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Like, coming up with new ideas. Like, oh, no one's seen this, and da-da-da-da-da. So not like letting those negative thoughts get into your head and just going for it. And also long term, like, think, okay, what is it going to be like in 2 years instead of 2 months from now? Like, think of long term instead of short term, and that's where you'll see success.
Yeah. One of the greatest tips Latisha gave me, and this was probably about 6 years ago. I remember it was.
I can't remember what I said.
I know. You ready? She said to me, she's like, you have to have thick skin. She's like, if you're going to be doing this, like, sharing your life on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, you have to have thick skin. You can't let what people say to you bring you down. Yes, it does suck when people say mean things.
Yeah, and some days it's
like,
better than
we are human. Like, people are human. But, and we do have feelings. But just keep going. Like she's shared, over and over, is just keep going, keep showing up, and you have to have thick skin. Like you can't let what other people, like strangers on the internet, what they say to you, like really bring you down.
Or maybe stop you from doing this. Mm-hmm. I think that it's so hard to have thick skin, but when you have that and you just realize it does not matter what anyone thinks, like 95% of the people like you. There's always going to be a percentage that's not going to like what you do, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And just having thick skin, just like keep going no matter what people say. It doesn't really matter what anyone thinks, right?
Yeah.
As long as you're doing the content or doing stuff that makes you happy and it's right by you, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And
I always say, like, this is just maybe a little thing that I like to share, is that Like, even if you're helping one person, then that's enough. Like,
Yeah.
I always feel like...
heard you say that. I like that.
Yeah, if you're helping one person from a post or from a reel or from a TikTok, or one person said, oh my gosh, I needed to hear this, or oh my gosh, that made me smile, or that made me laugh. Like, that's it. Like,
that's all that matters, right?
That's all, you know? And it just ripple effects from there. So... I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're so awesome. She is amazing, you guys.
Oh,
if anybody wants to follow you, where should they find you at?
Just my Instagram, Latisha Springer, which I think is kind of a complicated
Andy calls
name.
her Latinqua.
Latinqua. Yeah, I'm Latinqua too.
Latinqua. No, just kidding. Don't look up Latinqua. You won't find her. Latisha Springer. Is that on TikTok too? Same thing?
Yes, TikTok too. I need advice for TikTok. Talk to her about TikTok. Consistency. No. I'm talking to myself about TikTok because I have days. Yes. See, I feel like I had to like tell myself how like I was back in the day with Instagram. I have to be with TikTok. So I'm experiencing it with TikTok of just being consistent. So
yeah. Which platform do you feel like is easier for you to post on?
I think Instagram is personally.
Yeah.
I don't post on TikTok consistently.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the only way you can grow on TikTok. Is like constantly posting. So I'm making goals for myself.
Yeah.
So
good job. Yay. I'm so proud of her. Yeah. All right. Well, any last things you want to leave with anyone that's watching? Anything that you can share to just, motivate them?
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Like, no matter, like, just be who you are and be yourself. It shows so much when you just are yourself on camera. Do not give up. Don't let what others think. I mean, don't let others bring you down. Like I said, have a thick skin. And just pursue your dreams, whatever that is. If it's being an influencer or whatever it may be in life, do it. Do not have regrets because life is short.
Life is short, yeah.
Tia knows, I mean...
Yes, it is short.
She's amazing, so...
She's amazing. She's incredible. Bada bing, bada boom. Woo! She's amazing. Thank you guys for watching Latisha Springer today. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Share it, save it, do what you got to do to remember to have her words in your mind, because I know everybody out there, we all have those moments of getting down and just feeling like, what am I doing? Or how can I keep going? And I love the words that Latisha shared with us today. So with that being said, aloha means hello, goodbye, and we love you. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Him, you, me, we got this.